called an object is, or it is the measure of the average kinetic energy of the molecules of a substance. Beta, heat energy is sometimes it is also called internal energy or thermal energy. It is the energy of an object because of the kinetic energy and potential energy of its molecules. And beta, heat passes or heat flows from an object at, or you can say heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. Right? Heat is the energy that flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. Is that clear, beta? Then we discuss liquid in glass thermometer. Actually, beta, we're gonna this chapter is about thermometers, and we're gonna discuss different types of thermometers. Like I told you, there are different types of thermometers. One type which is very common, okay, which and which you are all familiar with, is a liquid in glass thermometer. So in this, we have a liquid inside a glass bulb, and we discussed its construction. Okay, right? We discussed its construction, and we also discuss how we fix a scale on the thermometer. So to fix a scale on the thermometer, we need two fixed point, lower fixed point and upper fixed point. So beta fixed point is the temperature at which a physical event will definitely take place, and beta lower fixed point, to put the scale on the thermometer, lower fixed point is basically the temperature of the pure melting ice. It can also be called ice point, and beta it is taken to be 0. And then upper fixed point is the temperature of the steam above the water, which is boiling at normal atmospheric pressure, and it can also be called steam point. So it is like taken to be 100 degrees Celsius, and then beta these two fixed points are marked on the thermometer, and then beta the distance between these 2 points is divided. So 100 degrees, it is divided into 100 equal part. And beta, so what is this? You can see these markings or division. What is this? This is scale. Clear, beta? So that's how scale is put. Clear, beta?
Yes, sir. Great.
Okay, so we did that in our last class, and okay, and beta we also discuss like how to fix the uh, how to put means how to obtain fixed points, or how to put the scale. Okay, with the help of this diagram we explain like to find the lower fixed point means to mark the lower fixed point on the thermometer, you put the bulb of the thermometer in pure melting ice, and to mark the upper fixed point on the thermometer, you put the bulb of the thermometer in the steam or the water boiling at the normal atmospheric pressure. Okay, so then that is divided. Now, Alberta, clinical thermometer is basically what it is, a liquid in glass thermometer, right? And beta, this is the thermometer that doctors use to measure human body temperature, right? Okay. Now, beta, uh, you can see here this thermometer has a small range. Its range is only 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius, right? So its range is small, beta, and its range is only few degrees on either side of the normal human body temperature, right? Normal human body temperature. And what is normal human body temperature, beta? The normal human body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, right? Okay, so it's only few degrees on either side of that. Getting my point? And beta, there is another. Okay, so beta, this is basically red arrow, and what is that called? That is called thread. Okay, beta, thread of the liquid. We discussed that when the liquid is heated, it expands and it pushes the thread along the tube, and beta from with the from pushes the thread along the tube where there is a scale of number, and from where the temperature can be read. Clear? So beta, so this is red arrow. Basically, it's called thread. Okay, we can say it's a thread of liquid. You can see here, and beta here there is another you can say added feature which is called constriction. And beta, what is constriction there for? Beta, because when the thermometer, when this thermometer is removed from patient's body, right? So obviously the temperature of the surrounding or is different than the temperature of the human body, right? So this due to the temperature difference, what might happen? The mercury might contract and can return to the bulb, right? Okay, beta. Getting my point or not? Ji beta, getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so better to prevent that from happening, a bend, there is a bend is made in the tube, in the capillary tube. You know, this is capillary tube. There is a sharp bend in the capillary tube, and this is called constriction. And beta, what is its function? Beta, it's there to beta, it prevents constriction, prevents mercury from
flowing back.
Shabak, from returning to bulb. What actually happens when the thermometer is removed and beta, the mercury tries to when the thermometer is moved and mercury contacts beta, this the thread of the mercury is not returned past this band, right? So whatever the maximum temperature is recorded by the thermometer, that stays, and that is noted by the that can be noted or recorded by the doctor. Clear? And now to better to reset it, doctor gives it a sharp jerk, and then due to the sharp jerk, mercury can return to the bulb again. Is that clear? So it's just a liquid in glass thermometer, just like we discussed earlier. But there are two differences. One, its range is small, okay, just like we discussed here, okay, right? So beta, here you should also know this is thread of the liquid, right? Thread of liquid. Okay, beta. Its range is small, and beta, it has a constriction. Clear, beta? Any doubt or confusion? Give it a.
No, sir.
Okay. Now the next what we're gonna do, we're gonna discuss the choice of liquid. Like usually mercury or alcohol is used. So beta, each mercury and alcohol has advantages and disadvantages. So we're gonna now discuss that what are the advantages and disadvantages of each. Clear, beta? Give it a.
Yes, sir.
So beta, mercury. What are the advantages and disadvantages of mercury? Beta, mercury. You know, mercury is a good conductor, right? And mercury, you know, the boiling point of mercury is really high. Boiling point of mercury is really high. So beta, so it's about 300 and something, 300, about 357 degrees Celsius, right? So it is good for measuring high temperature. Okay, beta. So let's first discuss about mercury. So beta, we'll discuss advantages and disadvantages, right? So what are the advantages and disadvantages of mercury? Okay. Okay. So beta, on one side we'll discuss the advantages. Advantages. And on the other side, we'll discuss the disadvantages. Okay. Now, beta, what are the advantages of the mercury. So mercury.
Sir, it requires a small area to expand, unlike water, which sir, like expands very high.
Sir, it is present in thermometer, which let us know the temperature very easily.
Beta, yes, you know, using the mercury, we can know that we can read the thermometer easily because it has a silver color. Its color is silver. Okay, so it is easily visible, right? Clear, Beta? Okay, Beta. So Beta, one of its advantages is that it has silver shiny color. So Beta, it is easily visible. Okay, this is one of its advantage. Okay, second, Beta, you know, it does not stick to the walls of the tube of the thermometer, right? Mercury does not stick. Okay, it does not stick to
Walls of
the
the capillary tube.
shabash walls of the tube. Okay, and like I told you, it has a really high boiling point, about 357 degrees Celsius. So it is good for measuring.
High temperatures.
Shabash, good for measuring Beta. And Beta, also, since mercury is mercury is a conductor, so it conducts heat.
Easily.
Yes, it conducts heat well, good conductor of heat. Beta. So it's a good conductor of now, Beta, let's discuss some of the disadvantages, right? Beta, one of the disadvantage of mercury is that Beta, its freezing point is quite like high. So it freezes at minus 39 degrees Celsius. So Beta, it's not good for measuring very cold temperature, or you can say not suitable for low Arctic temperatures, right? Got it or not, Beta? Beta, got it or not? Not suitable for low Arctic temperatures. Okay, Beta. And Beta, another disadvantage is that Beta, it is expensive. Okay. And Beta, mercury is also poisonous. Understood, beta? Clear, beta? So these are some of the advantages and disadvantages of mercury. Is beta clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Next beta, we're gonna do the advantages and disadvantages of alcohol. We're gonna do for alcohol.
Advantages of alcohol is one is that it is good for measuring very low temperatures, and
Yes.
disadvantage of alcohol is that it is not good for measuring high temperatures.
Shabash. Okay, so beta, we're gonna discuss advantages and disadvantages for alcohol. We'll discuss advantages on one side. And disadvantages on another side. Okay. Like beta, you told advantages of alcohol. Beta, its freezing point is about its freezing point is about minus 115 degrees Celsius, right? So beta, it can be used for measuring low Arctic temperature, right? So beta, this is suitable. Shall beta suitable for low
So suitable for low Arctic temperature.
Arctic temperatures. Okay, beta. So beta, it its expansion is greater than mercury. Expands more than mercury, right? Getting my point? So beta expansion is greater than G beta. Beta expansion is
Greater than mercury.
its expansion is greater than mercury. You can say it has high expansivity. Its expansion or it expands it expands more than mercury. Okay. And beta, another advantage is beta, it's cheap as well as safe.
Sir, but mercury is colorless.
Mer-
Alcohol is colorless, so
alcohol is
colorless.
yeah, that is disadvantage na beta. We are now discussing the
No, sir, but
discussing the
if
beta.
it's colorless, do they add like colors to it? So
So it's colorless, that is disadvantage na. So beta, to make it visible we must give it color. Okay, so that is a disadvantage. Clear beta?
yes, sir.
Okay. So let's now discuss disadvantages. Beta, disadvantage that it's a colorless.
So it is color, so it's not easily visible.
Shabash. So it's colorless. So to make it visible, must be given color. Make it visible. So it is colorless. So must be given color. Given color to make it visible. Okay, but and you know its boiling point is very low. It's about 78 degrees Celsius. So it's better. This is not good for measuring high temperature. Okay, not suitable for measuring high temperatures. Okay. And beta, it clings to the side, it sticks to the side of the tube or clings to the side of the tube. Clings to the side of the tube. And beta thread has tendency to break. Okay. Clings to the side of the tube and thread has tendency to break. So beta, these are some advantages and disadvantages of using each mercury or alcohol. Now, you know, so if you are designing a temperature which is to be used in a very cold places where the temperatures are very low, let's say like they're like minus 40 or something like that. So obviously in that thermometer, what would you use?
Alcohol.
Shabash. And if you are, let's say, using a thermometer which you have to use in physics lab and where you have to measure the temperature of like boiling water and other like high temperatures, so what will you use?
Mercury.
Mercury.
Mercury. Shabash. So these are like uh, few advantages and disadvantages of using heat. Now, beta, next we're going to discuss some terms which are
Sir,
very Jivita.
sir, what are industrial thermometers used for?
Industrial thermometers, beta
Yeah.
thermometers are used for measuring temperature. In industry, there like it depends what kind of
What
industry
are they
we're
made
talking
of?
about.
Mercury or alcohol?
Beta,
What are they made from? Mercury or alcohol?
beta, like I told you, it depends what kind of industry. Like we have discussed now, I think it should give you the idea. Look, if we are measuring like really high temperature, like I told you, let's say of boiling water or other high temperatures, so obviously alcohol would be used. Oh, sorry, not alcohol, mercury would be used because alcohol has a boiling point of only 78 degrees Celsius. So it will not measure, cannot be used to measure temperatures higher than 78 or 78, right? Because it will boil at that temperature. Okay, and beta, even in industry, other types of thermometers are used, okay, widely used, and we yet have to discuss those type of thermometer. Here we just discuss in detail liquid in glass thermometer, and there are a few more things which we have to discuss about liquid in glass thermometer. Okay, give it up. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so beta,
Yes, sir.
there are few basic terms related to the thermometer which you should know. Okay, what are those? Okay, now beta, first of all, let's discuss what do we mean by sensitivity. What is the meaning of sensitivity of thermometer, right? Now beta, you remember I told you all thermometers they use a substance with a property that beta with the substance that with a property with the substance that has a property that varies with
Sensitivity.
that varies with
Temperature.
shabash. Okay, so up there is a property that changes with temperature, right? Now beta, sensitivity of the thermometer is basically it is the measure of how much that property changes for a certain change in temperature, or for you can say for each unit change in temperature. Getting my point or not? Understood? जी बेटा जी बेटा, बेटा got it or not?
Yes, sir.
So beta,
Yes, got it,
sensitivity
sir.
of the thermometer simply means how much the, you can say how much the property changes for each unit change in temperature. Okay, so beta, okay, tell me in liquid in glass thermometer, what is the property of the liquid that changes with temperature? जी बेटा, शाबाश बेटा. What is the property we in liquid in glass thermometer? Beta, we use liquid, and what is the property of the liquid that changes with temperature?
Sensitivity, sir.
No, beta, we are studying sensitivity. Sensitivity is how much the property changes with the change in temperature, right? I'm
Sir,
asking
expansion.
in liquid in glass thermometer. So we use a liquid, and what is the property of the liquid that changes as the temperature changes?
Sir, expansion.
Expansion,
So
and
the
beta, what happens? No, what happens when the liquid expands? Its volume changes, na beta. Its volume, or you can say size changes, right? Expansion is what increase in size. You don't say expansion changes, you say liquid expands. So its volume changes. When you say liquid expands, what means? It means its volume changes, it increases. Got it or not?
yes, sir.
Okay, now beta, so and how that change in volume is basically noticed. How we notice that change in volume? How we see then what actually we see when we temperature change? What do we look on the thermometer? जी
So
बेटा,
time
And
जी बेटा,
that
and what, जी जी,
the liquid starts to rise of
what
the
rises? What do we call that? You can call it the liquid column, or you can
expansion.
call it thread of the liquid, right? Yes or
yes,
no?
sir.
So beta, simply if you're in terms, if we're talking about liquid in glass thermometer, so simply liquid in glass thermometer means how much the length of the liquid column increases, or you can say changes, okay, or how much you can say the increase in the length of the mercury column, how much there is the length of increase in the length of the mercury column for 1 unit rise in temperature. That is called the sensitivity. So greater change or greater increase in length of the liquid column per unit rise in temperature means the thermometer is more sensitive. If the change is smaller in a for unit temperature, it means the thermometer is less sensitive. Clear? जी बेटा.
Yes, sir. Your time is up.
Can a beta complete the sensitivity? If you say
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
in
Yes,
beta,
sir.
sensitivity means increase. Simply it means how much there is increase. Increase in, shabash beta, increase in length. जी बेटा, increase in
Sir, length of the liquid.
shabash. Increase in length of, increase in length of the liquid column, or you can also say beta it is an increase in the length of the thread of the liquid. Both are fine. Per unit, per unit rise,
Volume.
per unit rise in
Rise in volume.
temperature. No, per unit rise in temperature beta. So increase in length of the liquid column per unit rise in temperature. Beta, clear? Got it or not?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay then, beta. Fine. I think this is enough for today. Rest will inshallah discuss in our next class. Okay, beta.
Okay, sir. Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz, beta.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Hafiz.